Hello there, and welcome back to England. So, last time we annexed and vassalized Scotland, and we also continued our, I guess I should say colonization attempts, something along those lines. We're doing fairly well on that, field, I guess I should say. We're also integrating both the Galicia and Connaught, and we'll most likely be integrating France pretty soon as well. That is, once we get relations high enough to actually start. Just get it, let's get it done with. We also have some rebels that needs to be dealt with. We have manpower issues, and all in all, we're basically back to how it used to be. So what I think we're going to actually be doing this episode is more or less, we're still going to be trying to create colonial nations in, of course, North America, but we're also going to start colonizing down the coast here of Africa and attempt to, make our way over to India and potentially Japan. We'll have to see how it goes, but for now, we'll just allow the course here to finish and things like that, and then we'll probably go for war against Portugal. We'll see how it goes. So, everything has been called, and as a result, I really have to consider if I want to attack Portugal again. The fun thing here is the coalition against me now has shrunk to only Portugal and Castile. The only problem with this, of course, is that Aragon is still allied with them, but it shouldn't be a horrible problem to deal with. And I think we can actually go ahead and just declare another war on Portugal, just keep on smashing their colonies, things like that. And I'm a little bit unsure if I might actually want to vassalize them here and attempt to help me out. I'm a little bit unsure how it will work out if I were to vassalize Portugal and annex them later, when they potentially actually have colonial nations. If that would then horribly screw me over. That could actually be a really fun thing to test, though. But we're not going to do that. We're going to simply attack them, and I'm pretty sure that the French here can deal with whatever Castile, Aragon, and Portugal actually comes up with. That is, of course, if it's only them. So we are going to take this opportunity to declare a war on them, and hopefully here it will be swift and we can make everything. Hopefully and quickly. We'll simply have to wait and see. I'm still looking forward to, fighting Burgundy. I'm probably going to just take Flanders here, take Holland, potentially. I'm a little bit unsure. Galloway can always just be vassalized. Same with East Frisia. They aren't that big that it will be a problem. Oldenburg, of course, the Hansa will have to be breaking up. Holstein. I even think Denmark is half to the point where I can actually just No, they have too many provinces. I was thinking that I could straight out vassalize them, but they are probably a little bit too big here. Yeah. I could potentially actually vassalize them down the line here. This could get interesting. Especially once we actually get over there. But for the time being, we'll just focus on what we can do, so to speak. And we'll probably also see if we can get ourselves into war here against Norway to take Iceland and the islands here, just to slow them down a little bit. We could potentially just start colonizing up here in an effort to slow them down, and I might actually just do that. We'll have to wait and see. For now, however, let's just get our trusted old diplomat back home here, and I'll send them back to France. I will be relying on France to actually win this war for me in its entirety. The only thing I'll be doing is once again, snatching colonies and hopefully not really make a living, but make something work from that. And I'm pretty sure I can, but we'll simply have to wait and see how it plays out. It could go badly, it could go great. It's kind of a gamble here. Let's see if Naples joining, Aragon joining, and with that the forces here. France has about 40,000 men, so they should be able to deal with this. But once again, it's not something that I would count on. I would be a little bit more careful than just to assume that French will stomp their asses, but it seems to be the case here. As you can see, rebels successful in Andalusia. The French will deal with them, hopefully, so I don't lose too much prestige from that. But them winning that battle was really good. Let's just say that. And the goal there will actually be to take all of Portugal's remaining provinces, which I don't think I can, unless I can actually annex them. We'll have to wait and see. For now, however, I'll allow France to fight the war. As I said, I don't really expect any large attachment or too many problems, as you can see they already have decimated the enemy pretty much. I'm a little bit unsure. I kind of tempted to try and forcefully release Sicily from Naples in this case. I can make a peace with them on my own here. So if I was to release Sicily, it could potentially give me a Mediterranean base here, but I'm a little bit unsure. And also, this is a hilariously stupid idea to actually, well, get attrition when we need men. So I'll just keep on with the colonization project, and we'll see how it all plays out. Kind of a little bit of a funny incident here. The Aragonese and Castilian armies joined up and killed off the Andalusian patriots, which is a little bit surprising. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. It's quite helpful, to be perfectly honest. So hopefully we can keep on making things work with that. We have repaid now all of our loans, so we're making quite a healthy profit here. So I guess I should probably up the fleet maintenance a little bit. Do I want to take modern theocracy? Not yet. As I said, if we can, we'll probably just go ahead and annex Portugal. It's probably a bad idea, as has been pointed out, but I kind of want to be alone in the colonization race, and I kind of want to, well, attempt to make sure that as many provinces in the New World as possible have English culture, Catholic religion, in order to, well, create stability in the area. Granted, the colonial nations doesn't actually lack or suffer a lot of instability, but it's always helpful to give them that little bit of an extra boost, I guess I should say. So it should be fine. This could potentially be troublesome, because as you can see here, they have amassed a rather big army and are now starting to pounce on the French forces. Luckily enough, the French have quite a bit of men here, so I'm pretty sure they can deal with this. Hopefully, one way or another. Do I want to tax it? Do I want to leave it be? I think for now we'll better leave it be. I will probably start taxing things later, but with my current weakness, I don't really want the colonies to potentially rise up against me. Granted, it's unlikely, but let's be safe here. There was someone who actually said earlier, I'm sorry that I can't actually remember your name, but there was someone who said earlier that it would be hilarious if the if the French rose up against me due to my weakness, which, let's face it, I can agree to the fact that it would be hilarious, but it would also be a little bit annoying. But at the very least, as you can see, the French have more or less now won the war. There's 12,000 men left. They are definitely, most of them, part of the Napoleon army. So we don't really have anything to worry about. The only thing I really want to consider is, do I want to take experienced diplomats? And I think I do, really, because the simple fact that by taking this, I'm a little bit unsure. Will it cost anything to annex? Possibly. We will take this, of course, to help the annexation speed, really. But as you can see, the war is more or less over, so I'll just allow it to play out, and we'll snatch the colonies here once we feel for it. See how it goes. The French have actually started colonizing. Well, annexing them now suddenly become even higher up on my priority list, which is to some degree a little bit disturbing, but we'll figure something out. We'll see how it goes. I've opted for taking experienced diplomats to, well, first and foremost, speed up the rate at which these two will be annexed. The second reason is simple, that I can't actually annex Portugal most likely, simply due to the fact that, as you can see here, the total cost of their provinces is too great, 101%. Just to be a little bit infuriatingly annoying, they are a little bit too much to take. Also, I'm down to negative prestige, so I should probably send my fleet back to Europe, and with that start actually transporting these guys to, well, the battlefield, so they can actually be put to use, to make sure that the French doesn't actually break their the union here. If they do, I'll probably lose that war, and the simple reason is they have too much here they can siege. They have I don't have any troops at home. The only fleet I have is a transport fleet, so things wouldn't be looking good. Let's just leave it at that. But for now, we'll just continue the war. It's more or less almost done. I've also lost a point of stability to a random event. That's always bad, but not really too much I can do about that, so we'll live with it for the time being. Due to the fact that I can't actually vassalize or annex Portugal, I think we'll be going after either some Aragonese lands or potentially Castilian lands. I'm thinking of taking just one of these provinces for the sole purpose of, I should put this, for the sole purpose of being able to release Granada as a vassal down the line, and then, well, conquer the rest of the lands from Castile in, well, probably the next war, something like that. I'm a little bit unsure how we'll deal with Aragon. There's someone who said I should wait until they are next. They don't have the union with Castile. We broke that quite a long time ago, and as a result, the Aragonese are independent, and annoyingly so, causing me some trouble. But not too much really I could do about that right now. We'll simply have to live with it. And also, once again, the Portuguese colonies here, they'll probably create a new colony, might even 2 or 3 new colonies, but once again, not really too much I could do about that. I'll simply have to live with it. We'll at least wait until Bragança has been sieged to make sure that we can actually take Lisbon next during the next war. We will also take the Granadan provinces here, of course, since we will be attempting to release them as soon as possible. So there's a lot of things that will be happening. For now, however, we'll just allow the sieges to finish, and then we'll see how we stand after that. Well, in this war, I think we're actually going to take Roussillon. The reason for that is we have to start somewhere, and the war is more or less over. So from Aragon here is actually out of coalition for a while, or for the time being, would probably be the proper, well, wording. We'll probably just go for Roussillon. It's 16% overextension, but I can live with that. We will be taking quite a bit more here from the coalition, which is Castile / Aragon. Will be quite more, really. So let's see how what deal we actually end up on. The deal we'll be taking with them here is quite a simple one. We're taking Bragança, Beira, Gibraltar, and the colony here, Martinique, which actually has 26% overextension, is also going to be taken, but that is going to be put, I believe, directly under the English West Indies, so that shouldn't hopefully be a problem. We'll figure that out very soon. I could take Madrid just as a FYI, but I think we'll leave it out. And also, I will be taking Gibraltar in order to release Granada. I will not be releasing Granada until I'm actually no, I think I'll actually release them at once, because I want to take back. Yeah, they'll cancel out whatever negatives I get from annexing Galicia and Connaught. So we're going to annex them straight away. Other than that, I'm a little bit unsure here what I really want to do. I could always just go for having them give up their deals with Austria, could be useful. And who else? Milan, Naples, basically just those that have been annoying. And also, of course, get that extra little bit of prestige is always good. I think that's fine. Have I forgotten anything? Have the Portuguese popped up a new colony? No, I think I'm fine. So this is the deal here. Portugal will be reduced to one province minor and be eaten very, very soon. Of course, the aggressive expansion is going to be a pain, but not really too much to do about that. As you can see here, we've already lost everything that had to do with the colony, so that's great. And I think we're going to try and release Granada right away. There's no reason to actually wait here. As I said, due to find that we are going to get the bonuses from giving these 2 provinces back, and Murcia, we're going to take that to, I guess, the next war, potentially Alicante too, and also, of course, Lisbon. So we do have a lot of plans, and we also have enough admin tech or admin point left to. Wow, sorry, we have enough admin points left to go up in admin tech, and with that, we get another group of ideas. I can now have a theocracy. Don't really want to. I don't think I can't actually, so my bad. What kind of ideas do I want to take here? I could potentially take something along these lines. Diplomatic ideas for claims, cabinet. Vassals would be. This could be useful before, but now they can actually vassalize the Indian lands. It's not really that useful. Not really. So I think we'll actually go with the defensive ideas here for the morale boost and all of these things. They are definitely going to be useful in the future. And I don't think we actually want to upgrade to level 12. Yeah, we want to upgrade to level 12, and then we're going to. No. Yes, no. We're going to take one idea, and then we'll upgrade later. And the reason for that is simple. I'm pretty sure that Castile and Aragon, Austria, everyone here, still, yeah, they haven't reached it either. So it's not like I have to speed up. I can do whatever I want. But with that first defensive idea, we get yearly armor tradition +1, which will be really potentially useful here. Can also form the British nation now. Do want to? Do want to become Great Britain? I think we do. Why wouldn't we? Great Britain has been formed. And with that, we got nothing interesting really. We got a new flag. That's about it. Ideas, I believe, stay the same. I hope they stay the same. English ideas, yeah. I was wondering, yeah, they wouldn't change. What am I even thinking? But yeah, we have won the war against Portugal here. There's one more war and then Portugal is more or less done for. There's still wars to be thrown out in the colonization race and colonization race in that same war. Probably Aragon 2 and 2 or 3 wars. I'll probably have to call their entire lands. That shouldn't be too much of a problem though. And we'll of course also now, I think, start trying to vassalize the electors in order to get a grip here on the Holy Roman Empire ourselves. It could of course go very, it could go horribly bad, but we'll basically have to wait and see. We'll continue our colonization wars next time, and we'll probably also start thinking about getting ourselves around the southern tip of Africa. I know I've said that now 2 episodes in a row, but really should start looking eastward. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.